The Citroën CX, Citroën's flagship model produced between 1974 and 1991, following the legendary Citroën DS. Tasked with the monumental challenge of succeeding one of the most iconic vehicles in automotive history, the CX managed to carve out its own identity while carrying forward Citroën's reputation for innovation and cutting-edge design. From the outset, the Citroën CX was designed with the aerodynamics at its core, a concept increasingly important during the 1970s. The car featured sleek flowing lines, reduced drag, improved fuel efficiency and provided greater stability at high speeds. The CX was offered in two different phases, Phase 1 being built between 1974 and 1985 and Phase 2 being built between 1985 and 1991, mostly updating the interior with new features and the chrome bumpers on the exterior with newer up-to-date plastic bumpers. The CX was offered in various body styles to cater to different segments of the market. These included a 4-door sedan, also known as a hatchback, a spacious station wagon known as the Break, and a luxurious long wheelbase limousine variant called the Prestige. The station wagon in particular gained popularity for its vast cargo space, making it a special and practical choice for families and businesses. The Prestige model, with its extended wheelbase and higher level of comfort, was aimed at executives and the elite, offering an elevated driving experience. A key feature that set the CX apart from its competitors was its Hydropneumatic Suspension system, a technology Citroën first introduced with the DS. This system provided an exceptionally smooth ride by automatically adjusting the vehicle's height and suspension stiffness in response to road conditions. Under the bonnet, the Citroën CX offered a range of engines designed to cater to different performance needs and market demands. The engines were all inline 4 units known for their robustness and reliability. The lineup all started in 1974 with a 2-liter engine which produced 101 horsepower, a 2.2-liter engine with 109 horsepower and a 2.4-liter engine with 113 horsepower, providing enough power for everyday driving, with top speeds for the 2-liter being between 165 to 170 km an hour and the 2.2 and 2.4 with around 118 km an hour. During its lifetime, however, the CX continuously was improved specification-wise. For those seeking diesel options, the CX was also available with a 2.2-liter diesel with 66 horsepower in 1975 and eventually a 2.5-liter diesel in 1978 with 75 horsepower, bringing down the average fuel consumption from around 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers to 7.9 liters per 100 kilometers. Later on, when diesels mainly received turbochargers in 1983, the 2.5-liter was turbocharged and was given 95 horsepower and a more modern specs as the top speed had increased to 175 km an hour, with an average fuel consumption of only 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Citroën saw that the turbocharged engines did well, and the turbocharged diesel engine was later updated to a low pressure version with 105 horsepower and a high pressure engine with 120 horsepower, giving the car a top speed of 195 km an hour with a 0 to 100 time of only 10.5 seconds and an average fuel consumption staying as low as 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers, unheard of at its time. As the range progressed, eventually in 1977 an optional 5-speed manual was introduced called the Super 5, as well as a 2400 GTI with 124 horsepower and a top speed of 190 km an hour, and a 0 to 100 time of only 10.5 seconds. Later on, the many engines became more powerful, as in 1982 the 2-liter produced 4 horsepower more, as it was 105 horsepower, and the 2.4-liter produced 6 horsepower more, as it now was 119 horsepower. Eventually later on in 1983, the legendary CX25 GTI was introduced, a 2.5-liter which produced 136 horsepower, pushing the almost 1400 kg car up to 201 km an hour with a 0 to 100 time of only 9.2 seconds. And this model eventually also succeeded to 2400 GTI. In 1985 the CX was given a facelift and received the name Phase 2 as said earlier. and this also included more power to the engines, as the 2.2 liter gained 6 horsepower more and was rated at 115 horsepower, and the 2.4 liter even gained 9 horsepower more, as it now was 128 horsepower. The new phase was offering improved performance without compromising on the car's famed comfort. In 1984, Citroën introduced a turbocharged variant of the 2.5 liter engine, which it already did with the 2.5 liter diesel, but this time with the GTI, which significantly enhanced the car's performance. The CX-25 GTI Turbo was capable of producing up to 168 horsepower, making it the fastest and most powerful model in the range. This turbocharged engine not only provided brisk acceleration, as it did 0 to 100 in only 7.8 seconds up to speeds of 223 km an hour, but also allowed the CX to compete more effectively with luxury cars from other European manufacturers. Inside, the CX continued Citroën's tradition of innovative and driver-focused design. The dashboard was a marvel of ergonomics, with the controls clustered around the diver to minimize distraction. Also, the single-spoke steering wheel, a hallmark of Citroën design, and the rotating drum speedometer provided a futuristic touch that was distinctively different from anything else on the market at that time. The cabin of the CX was designed with comfort in mind, offering ample space for passengers and a level of refinement that was expected of an executive car. The seats were plush and supportive, making long journeys a pleasure rather than a chore. Despite the advanced technology and unique design, the CX was also practical. The CX was well received in the European market, particularly in France, where it became a symbol of French engineering. It was praised for its comfort, handling and innovative design, although it faced stiff competition from luxury cars produced by German manufacturers like Mercedes-Benz and BMW. Eventually, the CX came to an end, as the CX Saloon or Fastback or Hatchback was replaced by the XM in May of 1989. However, the estate remained in production all the way up to July 1991. Over its 17 years production run, more than 1.2 million units of the CX were sold worldwide, making it one of Citroën's most successful models. However, the CX's long production run also highlighted some of the challenges Citroën faced in updating the model to keep pace with rapidly evolving automotive technology and consumer expectations. It was a great successor of the DS, and proved that Citroën could move on the successes of the various innovations it had with the DS in the form of the CX. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and also check out this playlist with many interesting videos covering various subjects of the automotive history, and I will see you in the next video.